I'm back. Okay, I got kicked out earlier. I don't know what happened, but hey, everybody, let me get my guest on. Okay. This is very long awaited. I have the honor of speaking to a legend today. And hi!
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
Pretty good. I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you. I knew you was gonna come on here looking like something.
I hope you look pretty.
Thank you. I have a filter on because my makeup isn't
How do I
done.
put a filter on? I need a filter. Show me how to do it.
Okay, so like at the bottom there should be like options like at the like
Is it
I
okay?
don't know how to
So,
show you.
oh, here we go.
Okay, you found them. Let's see. Ooh,
There we
okay.
go. Now we talking.
Everyone, this is Kendall Dorsey. I am super excited to be speaking with him today. You are like a hairstylist guru, and it's like, I mean, it's an honor to have you on.
I'm honored to be here. I mean, growing up watching Hype Hair magazine and like collecting the magazines and only dreaming of someday visibility to be this way is surreal to me. So I'm very honored to be here as well.
Thank you. And
I'm a little
we were
nervous,
gonna.
but to be sweating.
Oh, it's it's all good.
Tiny.
We the glow is good. I love it.
Thank you.
We were supposed to talk the other day, but I know you were booked and busy. You were doing hair.
I was doing hair. I was with Kelly Rowland, and
Yes, yes.
I
She
was
looked.
not working out.
It's okay, but she looked amazing.
Thank you very much. That was a big moment for me and for her and for all the entire glam team that was involved with it. We really, we didn't expect that. We always do our best, and we're just very happy that it got that kind of notoriety.
Right, right. So, what is your like day to day? What do you do throughout your? What's a typical day in the life that you know?
A typical day with Mr. Dorsey. I mean,
Yes.
in this business, you have to have different skill sets for different clients, different jobs, and I mean, it just really changes throughout the day. But a typical day for me can start at like sometimes 4 a.m., sometimes 9 a.m., sometimes 12 noon, and it could be like a photo shoot where we are on it for 8 to 10 hours, or a music video we're on it for 16 to 20 hours. A do and go is when you go to the client's house and you do their hair for a red carpet, which could be from 4 to 6 hours. And then I like to work out. I'm a simple guy, hang out with my dog, hang out with my closest friends. I'm very new here to California, so I'm building and I'm learning, and I'm hiking and
Mm-hmm.
eat good. I like to party on the
Right.
weekends with my friends. I like to dress
Yes.
up.
Yes.
I mean, that's a day for me.
You like I'm just a normal person.
I'm just a guy out here trying to do my best to inspire and just to be my best and to be as humble as possible and just to try to elevate and don't forget about what's going on behind me. Making space for other people is very important for me.
I think when you forget the little things, it kind of distracts you from like the overall picture.
And
So,
sometimes you do forget the little things. You get so wrapped up into everything that's going on into the project, your daily life, relationships, finance, everything. You get wrapped up into it. But I think it's important for me to also slow down, and I always try to connect. So if you see on my stories, I'm working out. I try to do my best with the way my food intake, because it's a struggle. As a black man in this business, it's the beauty business. You have to make sure that your inside is good so that you can thrive on the outside. And then
right, right.
those are important, very, very important for me.
Throughout your career, what do you think was your big break? Like, what was one moment you felt like you did a hairstyle and it just went kind of viral, or maybe before the internet was a thing, really? Do you feel like there was one particular project that took your career to the next level?
I think for me, now that I've been doing it for some time now, I think it's, you know, you there really is no big break. It's layers. You have to take layers. There are steps. There's failures. The failures for me have really the thing that have propelled me to who I am. You know, having a door slammed in my face telling me that I can't do something will put fire under my ass. I think that's my big break. Not when you fail, keep going. Because you think you get these big breakers and it's a big moment, but that's a moment and it's done. You know what I mean? You have to continue. I think the most important thing is honing into what it is that your heart that gives you that special thing that when that door slams in your face that you keep going. When someone doesn't like something that you're doing and you believe into it, you stand firm behind it. If there's a goal that you want to achieve, you dig deep into it. I think that I'm very grateful to have a close friend circle and my circle that we are all very positive people. We uplift each other when we're down. You know, if I'm eating a cake, one of my friends is like, Kendall, what are you doing? Like, what's up? It's not Saturday. You know, and those are the things that keep me going. You know, it's very, very easy to get consumed in this business. You know, you get consumed in the beauty, you get consumed in everything that's going on around you. And it's very important to keep your center tight and keep your core very clean. So that's me. I praise God. I love God. And that's what sustains me the most.
That's amazing. That's an inspiration too. I didn't think your answer would be what it was, but like you learning from your failures have helped you get to where you are. And you said it perfectly. Your career was built on layers. Had you not done one, you couldn't have moved to the other and kind of just taught, you know, like what you're doing. So
Yeah, it's been layers. You know, I moved to New York City like 7 years ago, and I was leaving the hair salon, and the Instagram was just becoming Instagram. So there were no avenues for you to navigate to. So I went to New York. I had saved up some money, and I had one day I was just out. I ran into Yusuf Williams, which was one of my biggest mentors, one of my huge inspirations. He's Rihanna's hairstylist, and he was like, "Hey, are you available for a show?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I did the Savage Fenty show for the very first time. And a funny story is that when Rihanna was coming in, I was so pressed. I was so new. I pulled my camera out. Wrong move.
really,
Like, whose team is he on? I was so petrified that I had just messed up. And again, going back to a failure. Then you learn your etiquette of what to do and then what not to do. So that failure put me in position to go and do the next thing the best way that I knew how to. So when Rihanna was coming in with that 15 people entourage, I was like, this is it. Oh my God. Whoa. And I pulled that camera out and, you know, I learned. And now it's very important for me to, when I have my assistants and my team, to just prep them from the beginning. This is what the etiquette is in this world. This is what you do. This is what you don't do. And here I am.
but genuinely, you was like, it's Rihanna. Like
It's
I'm
Rihanna. Like,
just.
listen, I'm always going to be a fan of my clients. I grew up listening to these people. You know, you can't just exit out like you're just going to work because we're all humans, but everybody has a specialty. So I like to honor that. So I'm still a fan of my clients. I love them. I fan out. I was just with Alicia Keys and we were shooting a music video and it was this random thing. Her husband, Swiss Beats, which is Mr. Dean, he was like, Alicia, I want you to, can you play the piano? She was like, you know, there's no mic, there's no this, there's no this. And she played and instantly like, there was something in me like, wow, like I'm in this space with this woman right now. And I cried. I'm the biggest baby of all times. I cried. And the reason why I cried is because I've come from humble beginnings. You know, I've come from situations where there has been in different times. And, you know, I just feel so blessed that I'm chosen, that God chose me to do exactly what it is that I dream to do. And no matter what it is that comes my way, I'm never going to give up. I'm always going to push myself. I'm always going to elevate. I'm always going to elevate the people that are around me. I'm always talking shit to them about what we should be doing. How should we do this? This is where I'm at with it.
And what tips do you wish you would have known in the beginning stages of your career, interacting with the people that you do? You know, like what things do you feel like you kind of had to learn the hard way?
You know, there was a situation that happened to me in the very beginning when I moved to New York City where I didn't have the etiquette. And a client asked me for my information, and I gave it to her. And it spiraled left. It went all the way left. And I've never talked about this publicly. And during that situation, I felt like I had failed. I felt like I did something wrong and I shouldn't have done that. And I learned a lot through that time because it was a very, very huge artist, with all due respect to the artist. And I had to really dig deep into the business because I was, again, leaving the hair salon. I was hungry. I wanted it. Someone's asking me for my information. I wanted to be a celebrity hairstylist.
Right, right.
And it was just not the thing to do at the time. And so, you know, in all apologies to the artist, I was just hungry. Right. So I did what was best, you know? And so that's something that I wish I would have, you know, taken. And I don't even know if I wish I would have did it differently. I just wish that I would have understood it in a different way, because there was no malice behind it. There was nothing that was out of order in my perspective, but it went all the way left. Right. Me and the artists are cool now. Everything is good, but just be mindful when you're making moves, even if someone is requesting you. But sometimes you just don't know what to do when you're in the beginning of something. Right. And yeah, I think that if I would have, I think another thing that if in my earlier part of my career, if someone would have said to me, you know, could you have done this different? I think staying faithful to God and his promise, because you get caught up in what you want to achieve and what you could be achieving and where you should be. And if I would have did this when I was this age, and the moral to the story is that God has already promised us all of these things. He just wants us to be obedient. And that is what I wish I'd been more focused on when I first started.
That's awesome advice. And I love how transparent you are about, you know, the things that you learned in the past. But genuinely, I feel like your intent has always been like, you know, like a genuine
My intent
thing.
has always been pure. I'm a pure, God-loving, God-fearing man. I don't have no bad intent. That's just not me. That's why I'm talking about this openly, because there is somebody behind me right now trying to understand how to get to where I am. And there was a time when I didn't understand how to get here. Sometimes I still like, how did you do this? Like, how is it this? And I know, if you're listening, don't give up on God. I know this is not Super Soul Sunday, but this is what it is for me.
You could take it there.
Mr. Dorsey,
take it there.
Mr. Kendall Dorsey, I stay faithful. That's it. And don't listen. I'm not perfect. I like to have fun. I live life. But God is first through all things. And that's what has sustained me. You know, when I came to Los Angeles during the pandemic, I didn't come here because it was planned. It was very much so unplanned for me. I came here and things just went one foot in front of the next. And it just keeps elevating. And again, I still have an apartment in New York City where I paid rent in 2 cities. And again, I didn't plan this. It is because I am faithful to God's promise. And that's just what it is for me. I'm very faithful to what it is that his capabilities. You know, when I dream at nighttime and I think about my wildest dreams, I honor God because I didn't come up with that. I didn't come up with these things, these grand ideas. And now it's just time for me to do the work. Right. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing my best. Trying to do my best.
Inspirational for sure. That's amazing. You have so many different looks that you've achieved, and you have put in so much work. It's probably hard for you to pick just one, but what is one look that always kind of resonates with you, or you feel like when people see you, that the first look they think of is something that you've achieved?
I think, you know, I established myself in this business with Yara Shahidi. Yara Shahidi, you know, I met her in Paris. Chanel, I was working for Chanel with Chanel at the time, and she was one of my very first, she gave me a start. She gave me the visibility. I think one of my most memorable moments was when I worked with Nicki Minaj for the Met Gala. I literally got the call 24 hours before, and the entire night, I'm a big wuss. I cried the entire night. There's a photo circulating of I had these big bags under my eyes, and because I just couldn't believe it. You know, like Nicki Minaj is Nicki Minaj no matter what it is. And I'm just very honored and humbled by every experience. All of my clients, I learned something new from. Um, I think with, you know, another huge moment for me was just Kelly Rowland. You know, it was a very, for me, I went to school for fashion first. So I have a fashion marketing degree and I love glamour. I dig deep into it. So when we just had this moment with Kelly Rowland, we were inspired by Bridget Bardot, and you know, it was the glam team is a very strong glam team, and we dug deep into it. And I think that was a very huge moment for me because I haven't been able to visually display all of my work. How, you know, I've been working with like a lot of natural hair, and you know, now we're working with wigs, and the world is seeing more of that. And I think that was just a big moment. She looked, I don't even know how to describe it. It was, I seen the photos and I jumped out of my bed and scared the hell out of my dog. He's like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's just what it is. I think, yeah, that moment with Kelly was huge for me. It was
And
huge for all of us. It was
I
just,
can envision it. The most recent one, I think the kind of like blowout look, and like it was just her like from like, you know, shoulders up, really like raw. You can just see, you know, you put a lot into your work and it reflects in your results.
you know, I think that a more important part of relationship is connection. Kelly and I have a very, very a strong connection from day one, and we speak the same language. You know, she has years of experience from her, you know, from her experience as a woman, as an artist, and she's kind, so it's easy to to build a masterpiece with her. She's open. It's a collective creative. You know, Colin Carter is one of her wardrobe stylists. Wendy Miyake is, you know, another one of her makeup artists, and we just vibe together. You know, it's a conversation. We dig deep into it. We pull references. We go far, and I love working with her. I literally,
Yeah.
it's just something that I've only dreamed of because as an artist, you want to be able to express yourself. And there's space in her camp to express yourself. And I watched that through all of us, not just me. And that's why we are building and we are about to kick y'all asses in this
Yes.
world with all the stuff that we got going on. No, just I'm just, you know.
No, for real, pump it up. No, pump it up, pump it up. And I really believe like God will show you things are for you and like supposed to be in your life when they align that well. So the fact that you have like such a good relationship with her, it reflects in your work, and it also, I'm sure it makes that opportunity to for you to be in each other's space and it be comfortable, and you guys are on the same page on what you want. And just from your conversation, it seems like you genuinely are just here to put these hands to work, and God has guided you to that point.
God has guided me to that point, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. You know, I wake up and get to do what it is that I love to do
Every day.
every single day. And if you would have asked me 15 years ago, you know, I come from trauma. You know, there was trauma in my life as an early child. And I always knew, God always told me that there would be something special for me. You know, when you are dipped in the fire, you really come out like gold. Like, look,
Right, right.
this is gold.
Yes.
This is black gold.
You
I'm going
was
to say it.
you was glowing from the time you got on
And
here.
it's
So
glowing from the inside. It's not the outside. I could take all of this off, take this head off. My hair looks fucked up, excuse my French. But there's a glow from inside of me. And the why it's a glow from inside of me is because I'm obedient to his word. And that, if you ask me, anybody can ask me. I don't care what your race is, what your nationality is, what part of the world you come from. If you ask me how I did it, I'm going to tell you God. Every single time. It's never going to change. It's never going to change because I'm obedient to his word. Nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody will ever be perfect in this world. I'm not perfect by far. I just try to do my best. You know, we fumble, we make mistakes, and that's just what it is for me. I'm never giving up on Kendall, ever, until the day that I rest my eyes. My biggest things is to make, I have two mothers, and to make both of them proud. You know, my story is very, very unique, and I just want to share more of that with the world. Because again, if you would have asked me this in my earlier years, I would have never known that this would have been me. And I'm just in the beginning of this. This is
Right.
the very beginning. I've been doing this for 7 years. Like I've been doing hair for almost 20 years. That don't talk about my age. I look good. Yeah.
You do. You do.
No, but not to turn this into Super Soul Sunday, but I'm just a grateful black man, honestly. I get to do what I love every single day. You know, I live a simple life. And my partner and I, we share the dog. So when my dog is here, I hang out with my dog. I work out. I lay in my bed. I hang out with my friends. I hang out on the weekends when I want to, and that's it. I do my work. That's what I'm here for.
Well, I
Sometimes
love
feel
it.
like
I appreciate how honest you are. You're very relatable. I think it's great that you always credit, your beginnings and where you've come from now. Sometimes people that reflects in how they act, but you're like, I'm just a man trying to do what I love to do every day.
yeah. You know, I'm just a man doing what I love to do every single day.
Right, right,
And it's just important for me to inspire people behind me, to make space, to create space for people that are behind me to be obedient
right.
and just live this life that you get one life. You better live it because you just don't know what's going to happen. There's been so many doors that, like, when I was growing up, people would say, you should dream in reality. Well, what is reality for you? Like, this is my reality. And I never gave up on that. Like, I can think back to even my cousins growing up sometimes, like, Kendall, you got these huge dreams. And I would be like, well, damn. I would question myself. No, don't question yourself, because what's in your heart it's not from you, it's from God. And you have to honor what God does for you. You have to honor the thoughts that he gives you. And the work is not easy. Like, it looks easy, but it's not easy believing in yourself.
No.
It's not easy believing that one day I could possibly do this. Someday this could happen, and if you're listening and you're feeling like, this, I just don't know what's happening. I say, clean it up, bring it all in, but don't move your crown. If it's tilting, fix it. Fixing it means digging deeper into who you are. Things that no longer serve you, move them. Things that you feel like, are in your way, you have to make space for new. You have to honor if you're feeling fucked up. I'm feeling fucked up today. I'm not into it today. Live in that space. Get up and do it again the next day. Pull your shoulders up, put your best fragrance on, take care of your skin, and look good. Pretend if you need to pretend. Because every day is not going to be this whole, oh my goodness. Rihanna said it best. They said, Rihanna, what do you do when you're not feeling your best? She said, baby,
Thank you.
pretend. Don't never let them slip. Said you see you slipping. See, but I'm the person, I'm an open book. I'm a big old crybaby. All of my friends know I will call you screaming at the top of my lungs because I'm a lover boy. I come from, I want to
Emotional.
love everybody. That's the thing about it.
Yes.
I like to love. I love. This is who Kendall Dorsey is.
Right, right. No, you need a book. I want to dive deeper, because I feel like you just have so
There's
many
something in the making that's
Yeah.
gonna be very, very public.
I'll be on the lookout.
Don't worry. You're going to see it. There's no way you're going to be able to miss it.
Right. So I'm setting the scene. We're at your salon, in your chair. What products are your must-haves that you have when you do clients' hair?
Well, because I'm not an in-salon hairstylist, and my kids, I'm an
You're
editorial
a kid.
hairstylist. My holy grails is I love my Dark and Lovely system. I love the shampoo, the conditioner. I do a lot of blowouts. I work with, brown women. And so my system is the shampoo, the conditioner, the blowout primer spray, my holy grail. It's like something that I always use, I always keep, and I'm invested. I love my Orbe products. I love to have, when I'm working with certain jobs, I like for my clients to feel that scent. I like to feel expensive. I like to create an expensive vibe, and I like for my clients to feel like I am 100% involved in every detail that I do. I light a candle when I work. I'm very intentional about my candle that I light. I find out the fragrance that my clients are into, and I do a test. I let them figure out what the scent is, and then I light the candle. You know, my
Very
client, I start with a massage with my clients every single time. My client gets a scalp massage, and I have my assistant with me. We do a hand massage. I like to dive deep in, and I like to create an experience. I'm a man of experience. I like quality things, and I'm going to honor that. And so, what I like to give back to the same. I like to give the same quality.
Wow. Well, I'm amazed. You are truly an inspiration. I appreciate you giving us, your feedback on how you have grown in this industry and the things that you've learned, and just being very transparent about I'm not perfect, but this is how I move forward and gotten to where I've gotten to. So it's so appreciated that you even had the time to sit down and talk to us.
Man, I always have the time. It's like you have to. This is the time. Like I'm honored that people are here listening to me. You know, I'm honored that somebody wants to hear what it is that I have to say. So I'm never bigger than anything. I'm always the guy that is. I want to share my story. I want to tell people what it is, what it took for me to become who I am today. I want to tell people the layers and the steps. I want to tell people that every door wasn't open for me. I just slammed doors in your face. Who are you? What can you, like all of that has happened, but I don't back down. I'm never going to back down. Like my friends are like, oh, you're so soft. I'm not soft. No, there's no softness here. I'm strong. I'm confident.
Right.
I am powerful. I am mighty. And this is what we have to tell ourselves when we're feeling soft, because the world is against us. There's so many things going on around us. You know, in other countries, people are living without water and shelter. And we get to wake up every single day and put one foot forward. I am going to do my best every single day, because our brothers and sisters that are in other countries that can't do this, that are hanging off of airplanes and falling out of the sky. It's ridiculous. I'm going to honor what God has given me. I'm going to do my best every single day. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to fail. I'm going to get up and we're going to do it again.
Right. And that's what's important. You redeeming yourself in the strength of
You
getting
have to redeem
whatever.
yourself. Nobody's going to redeem you. People are going to say horrible things about you. Nobody's going to understand. Who cares? There are people that care, but in perspective, who's going to hold you except you? This world is a space that you have to have love and compassion for all things.
Right. Right.
You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive people. You have to forgive things, and you got to move forward. And those no's, guys, don't take those no's. Now, there are no no's. No, if it's in your heart, you just move on. You move around. You don't take this off. You adjust it. You put it. It might don't. You got to do what you need to do.
Right.
There's nobody that's gonna take your crown ever.
That is a verb, a line. That's just boom. Make sure that crown is sitting where it's supposed to.
And when it moves, you just put it back where you just put it back.
Right, right. Well, I am so thankful that you sat down with us. It needs to be deeper than 30 minutes. I can't sit. I feel like you got so more to give, but I'm super
There's
appreciative.
something major coming, and everyone's going to see it. So we have so much. I have so much more to give. I got so much to say.
And
And
I'm on the lookout. So
share it
I'm
all.
not gonna miss it.
Thank you so much for taking your time. And Hype Hair, this is a dream. This is Hype Hair magazine. This is from the community. This is something that of Black people. Like I made a post about Kelly Rowland. To be a Black woman is to be royalty, but to be Black is to be royalty. Like Black on Black on Black, and all shout out to all races.
Yes.
But I just feel like we are something special.
It's lit on this side.
It's lit on this side, and it's in here. It's all here.
No, we definitely have been built different from the things that we have experienced. So it's an honor to, represent that. Definitely.
Yes. So I'm honored. Thank you everybody for listening. How do I save this live? I'm not technical.
I can send it to you.
Thank you.
I will save it and send it to you. This has been a pleasure. Kelly hopped on a little bit, said her little, she loves you.
Listen,
Like,
the woman is black on black on black.
on black.
The moment that I met her, it was just like a hug.
Yeah. And
I literally
you can feel it in her music and even her voice. You can feel it in, even when you watch her in interviews, you can, from top to bottom, like, that. I
from
think
top
that's
to bottom.
why
She is
yes.
an intentional woman, and I am grateful to be in spaces where I learned how to be more intentional. I'm able to learn from these people that have this innate fire in them, this passion, and I get to bring that home and share this with you guys, with my family, my brothers and my sisters, how we can be excellent, how we can become financial literate, how we can own multiple homes, and how we can build brands, and how we can build our names to be a household name. This is what is important for me. If you ask me now what it is for me to be a celebrity hairstylist, when I'm with Alicia Keys and I watch their systems, I call my friends and we talk about these things. When I learned about money and, investments and stocks, this is what's important for me now. I've had my
To
time.
take people to the next level.
Adele just had a song and she says, "Take it easy on me." Listen to that song. She says, "Take it easy on me. I was a kid. I didn't know. I didn't even understand my time." Take it easy on yourselves, guys, because we didn't know. We didn't know we could be fucking filthy rich. We didn't know we could have houses in every continent. We didn't know we could drive the cars that we want. We didn't know that we could give money to other countries. We didn't know these things. So let's take it easy on ourselves and do the work.
Right.
Do the work. That's what I'm here for. I love doing the work. I love being tired at nighttime. I love being so exhausted from working 15 days straight that I just want this one day off, God.
Right. To rest.
So thank everybody for being here.
Thank you.
This was special to me.
You've been inspirational. I'm appreciative. This is an honor to have you on. This isn't the last time we're going to talk to you because you got more to tell. So I appreciate you taking the experiences that you have had and sharing them with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You go and live your best life for this weekend.
I'm living it right now with you.